Yo, what's happening? Yo, the previous game was nuts. Previous game was nuts. The last Vanderbilt Nebraska game, absolutely nutty. Malik Thomas makes the short shot. Oh man, this is what March is about, y'all. Cameron Fletcher makes the layup. 1 point game. 7:30 to go. Let's go. If you ain't tuned in, I don't know what you doing. I don't know what you doing right now if you ain't tuned into this right now. Get locked in. Get get locked in, y'all. 72 to 71. High Point, Arkansas. Yo, that last game. Yo, did anybody see the last Vanderbilt? I turned I tuned away a little bit from that last game. Malik Ewing with the offensive rebound. He makes the layup. 73 to 72. Arkansas. This is a back and forth seesaw affair. Seesaw. Man. Man. This is crazy, man. Ah, man. Did anybody see Vandy, Nebraska? Nebraska kind of had him a little bit. Nebraska kind of had him a little bit, but Vandy came back late, tried to make it a game, but yo, shout out to Tyler Tanner, man. Him and Duke Miles had a filthy year. And Tyler Tanner seems like a cool dude, man. Nice kid. Nice kid. Good attitude. You know, we that's what we need, man. That's what we need. Just like positivity, goodness in the world, man. Going through some crazy times, but we cannot give up, y'all. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight, y'all. Man, that was a crazy game. Let's look at some of these team stats while we have it. No surprise right here. Darius Acuff 24 for Ewan with 11, Fletcher with 8, Martin with 28 rebounds, Martin with 23 points, uh 5 assists. And let me see what Johnson has. Johnston. He has 9. Fletcher and Martin have really been leading for these guys. DJ Wagner doesn't really look like he's killing the game, but he's done a lot of little things, right? 4 assists, solid defense. Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff have been the guys kind of controlling it. They've been getting the buckets all year. They're the freshmen. They're the NBA high draft picks, and it's kind of that way. But DJ Wagner is one of those guys who's sacrificed in a time where it seems like a lot of people may be down on these young kids for being selfish. For a guy who scored a lot in high school, very sacrificial. All right, let's get back to the game. Malik Thomas with the 24-foot tray ball. With the tray ball. You cannot be mad at you cannot be mad at these kids at High Point, man. This is what the NCAA tournament is about. This is what that's why there's nothing like college ball right here. You got these young kids playing their butts off right here. Trey Anderson makes the first free throw. 73-76. It's going to be really difficult to, like, I'm not even going to lie to you. It's going to be really difficult for High Point to pull this off because Darius Acuff is a guy who knows how to control the game. He knows how to control the game. He scores, he passes, he makes timely plays. Still got to grow as a defender, but offensively, he's a load. All right. Some people think he should be the number one draft pick. I don't know if he will be. It's probably gonna be tough. He in most drafts, he's probably top 5, and in this draft, I don't even know if he's top 5. Malik Ingram with the shot. Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff with the layup. Foul on Rob Martin. It might have been a foul and one. Yep, Darius Acuff makes the free throw. This is what I'm saying. When you got a guard that this dynamic, this is what March is about. Right? It's difficult to stop great guards. Let's go, March Madness. You know? He's trying to bring his Coach Cal, to another Sweet 16. When he had a lot of people saying he's the best guard Coach Calipari has ever had. Ever had. Right? You're talking Derrick Rose. You're talking Tyreek Evans. You're talking De'Aaron Fox. You're talking Jamal Murray. You're talking Shea, SGA. Like, that's high praise. Rob Martin with the layup. Acuff misses. Ooh, Cameron Fletcher with the layup. Yo, if you ain't tuned in, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you doing right now. Ewan with the turnaround jump. Oh my gosh. This was a heck of a game, y'all. I even popped back in just to do it. Rob Martin with the layup, 3 point game. It ain't over till it's over, baby. Foul on Darius Acuff. Talk to me sweetly. Talk to me sweetly. Yo, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, you don't have to. You really don't have to, but we in here, man. We in here, man. 83-80. Arkansas up 3. Less than 4 minutes to go. High Point has really. Listen, I didn't know if they were going to be able to get it done in the second half, but they really have. They've been hanging toe to toe with this Arkansas team. Arkansas is coached by John Calipari. They got McDonald's All Americans on the roster, and these High Point kids don't care. They're like, listen, we're gonna give it to them, and we're gonna stay in this game. And this is what March Madness is all about, right? I don't know what time it is. If you're on the West Coast, it's 8. It's Saturday nights watching March Madness or listening to March Madness, however you wanna define it, yo. Do you think John Calipari will be able to pull this off? Do you think Darius Acuff and them boys are going to be able to pull this off? Let's look at some of these stats. He's going toe to toe with Darius Acuff, right? Acuff, I think he led the SEC in both scoring and assists. Martin's pretty much right there with him. Difference is those turnovers, though, bro. Look at Darius Acuff, 27 points, only 1 turnover. That's what makes a boss a boss. You feel me? He just signed with Reebok too. Bro just signed with Reebok too. He trying to bring Reebok back. You feels me? You heard me? Moda, what's up? What's up, Moda? Who's your team? Who's your team? You looking to see an upset, or you looking to see Arkansas get this dub? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, no, no, I don't want to see those stats. I want to see the team stats. 48%. You have Arkansas winning it all. Oh shoot, are you from Arkansas? 49%, about even. 3 point percentage. Arkansas is lighting them up. I mean, High Point is hitting their free throws, but that doesn't. That's not what's going to tell me whether a team's going to win or not. The rebounds similar. Turnovers not bad. I mean, these teams are not turning it over these days, yo. Yeah. I mean, Florida might be able to take them. Florida might be able to get another one though. Florida, how can them boys? Yeah, I mean, the man, it's gonna be interesting. Um, I feel like the Big Ten is doing really well. Yeah, I mean, the Big 12, like let's look at it here, right? We got Michigan out the Big Ten. We got Michigan State out of the Big Ten. Duke is ACC. We got Houston out of the Big 12. We got Texas, Illinois Big 10. Big 10 is frying. Nebraska Big 10. Yeah, Texas is really handling business. Texas is really handling business, man. They were shoot. I don't even know what place that is. Big 12 and the SEC. I don't even know what to say. That's like, but the SEC is kind of bloated though, so it's kind of it might not be that easy to go off that though. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, they did what they had to do against they did what they had to do today too though. They did what they had to do against Gonzaga. I'm always rooting for Gonzaga as a smaller school there. Arkansas pulling away here. Arkansas pulling away here. It's the threes, right? Darius Acuff with the tray ball, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat a point guard like Darius Acuff, man. You're gonna have to come with it. 34 points, 6 assists. How many turnovers? 2 turnovers. But Martin's been right there with him though. Martin hasn't he hasn't let up though. Just telling yo, it's gonna be tough. Darius Acuff, as good as as good as uh as good as Brown is at Louisville. I mean, I know Louisville's out now, but he didn't really play in the tournament. Um, as good as my man Flemings is at Houston, who I think I think he's the most dynamic guard that Kelvin Sampson's ever had. I just feel like Acuff controls the game, man. Acuff controls the game, man. He's better than AJ by far. Whoa. Better than AJ by far. AJ went kind of nuts in that first game, though, bro. Yo, I ain't mad at the take though, but I think AJ is the best player in this draft. But it's a loaded draft, and nah, it's not over till the final whistle. I ain't mad at that. It's not over till the final whistle. Nah, it's definitely not over till the final whistle. Yeah, I'm an AJ guy, man. I mean, I've watched them all. I've watched AJ. I watched them all a decent amount of times. I watched them all play the McDonald's game. I liked what Darius Acuff was doing in the McDonald's game. Um, I still think AJ is the best player. I think Darren Peterson's like his scoring has been incredible. And honestly, even with all those dudes, I wouldn't even be surprised if Cam Boozer gets picked number one, depending on the team. But you feel like Acuff's got a very low floor. But even with his size, though, like even with him being like a smaller guard, because like all the other guards ahead of him, I feel like they're a little bit bigger. Not much, but they're a little bit bigger, and they're super athletes though. But you feel like he has enough. Cameron Fletcher makes the layup. 5 point game. Man, High Point, man, their coach is getting a new job. Their coach is getting a new job. Gotta love March Madness. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I do. I do think Duke has what it takes, man. I grew up loving, like, yeah. Yeah, I do think Duke has what it takes. Because I think Siena came super prepared. They blasted through TCU, blasted those guys. Uh, you know what it is? You know what it is about Duke? I think, like, I know they lost their point guard Foster, but I think Caden Boozer has been patient. He's been waiting in the wings, and he's trying to take advantage. And like, if we look at the history of the Boozer brothers at the high school level, they really just never lost. You know, they didn't lose in high school. They won the state title, I think, every season. They won the state title they won the AAU title every season. And I think they were battle tested in a better ACC than last year's ACC. Even though all five Duke players were in the NBA last year, I feel like this team played better comp. So it was really just the end of the game that got TCU. Yeah, I mean, it was just the end of the game. I think Duke's got like they've got enough depth with Kamenya. I mean, a little bit. I don't know if they got enough depth. That might not be the right word, because they might not have the depth. But Kamenya is solid. I feel like Ngamba, the inside, is a good defender. I feel like Sar is a big time defender. So I feel like they got the offense and the defense. It's the depth, actually, that might be the thing that hurts them. I misspoke. You think Michigan State can take on Duke? I'm not mad at that take. You know what I mean? Because I think Tom Izzo's the best coach to me that I've seen. He's the best coach that I've seen. Um, I'm not sure if they played at all this year though. They might have played Duke. I would have to go check again. Yeah, I even forgot to mention Evans. I think he's a lottery pick. The Lakers got another one. That's wait, how many is that in a row? How many is that in a row for the Lakers? Chase Johnson with the defensive rebound. I imagine he put that three up. Oh, Fletcher. 9 in a row. Who is it mostly? Who is it? Austin Reeves? Luke Kennard. Yeah, people were hating on that trade, but he oh my gosh. High point with the long range bomb. Almost a logo three. Yeah, tough shooting night, but well, J Pop's a big yeah, I mean nobody's even talking about it. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, who do I got? NBA man, I think it's gonna come down to matchups, but I think Denver, if Denver is healthy, I think Denver's got a good shot. Shoot. Yeah, the T Wolves, you know what though? The T Wolves got an interesting chance because Ayo Dosumu has been really good since that trade and they needed like another person. You know what I mean? So if him and Nas Reed are playing really well to complement to complement Edwards and to complement Edwards and uh, Jer- uh, to complement Edwards and Randall, they could be dangerous. Yo, shout out to Arkansas, man. A Cuff showed what time it is, man. But like these high point kids really came to play. Their coach is probably not going to be there next year. He's probably going to get a bigger job. I think VCU's coach Phil Martelli Jr. is probably going to get a bigger job. Credit to Nebraska getting their first two wins all time in the NCAA tournament. I ain't mad at it, man. Uh, if we get a Suns versus Hornets final, yeah, I mean the Suns have been decent. I thought they were gonna struggle a little bit more without Dylan Brooks, but they've been pretty good. And then, but I think uh, getting Jalen back has helped them. That has definitely helped them. I wasn't sure how him and Booker were gonna mesh, but it's been helping them. Uh, Pistons T Wolves, yeah. Hey man, have a good one. Hornets in 2026. Yeah. Hey man, they've been better than expected. They've been better than expected. Those guys are interesting. Yeah, we finished up. There's no more games, but Yo, yeah, Darius Garland kind of went nutty, right? Did they win? Did they end up winning that game? Duke versus Michigan national title. Yeah, Darius Garland. I don't know. Is he getting healthy again? Duke versus Michigan national title. Man, hey, appreciate you subbing, Elijah. Yeah, come back next week. I'll try to do some more games. Duke versus Michigan national title. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Who's your team? Who's your team, Chauncey? Uh, Duke got them in the regular season, but you think Michigan will be able to make those adjustments? I think yeah, Michigan's pretty good. Michigan's pretty tough, man. I ain't mad at I ain't mad at the Michigan take. Yeah, I'm a Pat Spencer guy, man. I'm a big Pat Spencer guy. I'm a big Pat Spencer guy, man. Um, I like Michigan. Yeah, Michigan blasted. They blasted. Who is it? Yeah, St. Louis, and St. Louis is a heck of a team. That A10 they kind of got mopped up today, but they're a heck of a team. LJ Cryer, yeah, man. Them, yeah, I feel like people kind of sleeping on them. I feel like a lot of people were high on Arizona and Houston before. I'm not really hearing about it much anymore. These Cryer's like yeah, he's like a hard nosed guy. I feel like all those guys were like tough guys. Yeah, the whole Yeah, you know what? I feel like a lot of those guys are gonna start getting minutes. Like March. Like a lot of these fringe, these younger guys like Walter Clayton Jr. What's his name in Utah? Ace Bailey. Like I feel like we're gonna start seeing some of these guys get more opportunities. Um, because it's kind of like the dog days, and I just want to see Mac McClung get a shot. Santos is underrated. I feel like he plays hard. I feel like he's like a good effort guy. Definitely shout out to High Point for giving that effort. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw Reed Shepard play well. I'm a Reed Shepard guy. I think he's part of the future of the NBA. I think he's got a lot of potential. Yeah, I'm in Thompson too. Yeah, definitely Thompson for sure. Yeah, yeah. So looks like we're done. No more games today. Um, I guess last question: did the Clippers win?
They won in OT. Yeah, I thought it looked like they were gonna hand it to Dallas, but I guess Dallas made the comeback. It looked like PJ Washington and a couple of these other guys were playing pretty well. Looked like Marvin Bagley's playing a little bit better nowadays too. So credit to him, man. I hope him. I hope Wiseman gets back playing too and is able to revive his career too. Because I feel like those guys were they were high draft picks and they kind of just weren't able to. I don't know. I don't know exactly what to say, but it kind of didn't work out as smoothly as people thought. But yeah, Bagley. Yeah, I feel like he's been playing better as of late. I think part of the challenge with Bagley is he's not really like a shooter, and he's not really a defender either. I I think if he had come in a different era, I think he would have been different. I feel like a lot of those guys just came around in the wrong time. Like Jaleel. Like if Jaleel played in like the early 2000s, he would have been like a Al Jefferson kind of guy or a or even like a old school like Brooke Lopez Nets days, you know what I mean? I just think he came in the wrong era of the NBA. Same thing with Jabari Parker. I think he came in the wrong era of the NBA. Tyreek Evans. Like I think guys like I think when you come in kind of matters too because the game kind of just shifted on them. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan in the '90s. Yeah, a mid-range shooter with athleticism. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, like yeah, I feel like he still ended up figuring it out. Like he still ended up being a really good player. I mean, I don't know if he's quite a Hall of Famer or not. I don't know if I would say that, but he ended up being pretty good. But yeah, no, yeah, Brooke Lopez. Yeah, he had to completely adjust it. Like he went from like a down low banger to like a 3-point shooter who blocked shots. You know what I mean? And before he wasn't really a defender like that. But credit to him, he was one of the few guys to be able to adjust his game. And he's been playing well for the Clippers while he's been there. Oh yeah, I definitely think KD. Yeah, he's just to me he's the most skilled player like overall the game has ever had. I think you put him in every era and he be great. I think he'd be great. I just think he's darn good. I as far as like being like a guy who could lead a team, I feel like that would have been the only other thing I would add. But as far as his skill set, yeah, I think he would have been great. Yeah, I say Kyrie too. Kyrie, KD, you know. Yeah, I mean definitely for little guys, Kyrie. Like yeah, no, I ain't mad at the Kyrie take. I think people will get more and more skilled as time progresses. Shoot, where's mine? Yeah, as time progresses, you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, no, I would put Kyrie's right there. Um, I feel like Tracy McGrady's right there. I feel like Paul George is right there. So I feel like there's a lot of super skilled guys. Um, the best is for me is Jordan. Coach is a tricky one. Coach is a tricky one. I mean, I feel like you probably have to say Popovich, but I feel like Tim Duncan had a lot to do with it. But I would say probably Popovich, probably the best coach, like overall. But I think Eric Spoelstra is a really good coach though. Oh, definitely Popovich. Yeah, I think Phil Jackson's like a really great he's a great um he's great at managing like talent. He's great at managing egos. He was good at motivating. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say he's like an X's and O's genius where he's like coming up with like the greatest out of bounds plays or making great spectacular substitutions at the right time. I wouldn't like call him like a tactician like in the way that Spolstra is, or even I thought Brad Stevens was a good coach. I think he maybe lost the team a little bit, but um, I think Tyronn Lue is a good coach. Um, who else is a good coach? I think Ime Udoka is a good coach. Yeah, yeah, the triangle. Yeah, yeah, he brought in the triangle. Yeah, I mean his assistant coach Tex Winter. I think his Tex Winter like created it, but like yeah, I guess they put it together. Like those two together got the triangle offense going, and they were dominating with it. Commentator, uh, oops, go commentator. Trying to think. What's this? Trying to think of this lady. I like Kevin Harlan, but I like Kevin Harlan. Yeah, I like Mike Breen. I like Mike Breen too with the bang. I like Kevin Harlan. We're right between the eyes. But for me, honestly, I like Doris Burke the best. Um, she's probably my favorite. But I feel like when Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy were together, they were pretty good. Yeah, Mike Breen was. Yeah, I think Mike Breen's good too. Yeah, I think the commentator does make a difference. Honestly, um, I don't know if he does a lot of those NBC and all those like new type of games, but yeah, I haven't seen any like the later like NBC broadcasts, but I imagine they're pretty good. Oh yeah, the Doris Burke. Yeah, yeah, no, she's definitely my favorite. I feel like because she's a woman, like I feel like she always has to come with it, but just the way she analyzes the game, I just think she's really good. Some people don't like her though. Yeah, right. Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, like they had that kind of banter. That coach player kind of buddy, buddy kind of you know, kind of approach. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. Certain things are always like mysteries to me. Like even like the whole, a lot of people don't like the fact that Mark Jackson they got rid of Mark Jackson as the Warriors coach and then put in a uh Steve Kerr. Because they feel like Mark Jackson built it. And I feel like he put the defensive engine in there. Oh, Iron Eagle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Iron Golden Eagle. Crap, man. Yeah, that's a good one too. I feel like he used to do a lot of like the Nets games. When I used to listen to a lot of the Nets games, he would do a lot of those. Dang. Yeah, that's a good one. But I like the national games more than the like the local ones. It's kind of denied. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta look that one up. Denied. You know, it's harder to hear because you're not from like the New York area, but like for the Knicks games, they have Walt Clyde Frazier, and he has like all these like crazy like sayings. Like if you're big into like these color commentators and stuff, like he has a lot of crazy sayings. He's really good. Okay, yeah, I might have to look into that. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember hearing it. Maybe I have heard it, but I can't remember. Denied. Maybe if I hear it, it'll bring up memories. But as of right now, I don't remember it. I remember he used to do a lot of the Nets games though. He might still do them, but I think like Richard Jefferson might do some of them too. Yeah, Wolf Frazier. Yeah, Razzle Dazzle, Shake and Bake. Uh, what's another one he has with the good stuff? Shenanigans. Yeah, he has like a lot of crazy things. He just I don't know. I don't know how he comes up with them. But it makes sense considering his like personality and his style and stuff. He says it when somebody gets blacked. Yeah, I gotta look it up. Oh yeah, Marv Albert. Yeah. Marv Albert. Yeah, that's another one too. Crap. Yeah, Marv. Yeah, crap. That was a minute ago, but yeah. There's a few. There's a few of them that were really good. I feel like I'm missing some too. Marv Albert with the facial. Yeah. Yeah, Marv Albert with the facial. Um, wait, let me see. Let me see this other guy. NBA analyst. Oh, Legler. Legler's pretty good. Mike Tirico. I'm trying to. There's one guy that I'm missing. Is it Mark Jones? Maybe. Yeah, it might be Mark Jones. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, he just has like all those like wild like words and stuff. Yeah, this one's cooked, sliced, and glazed. Yeah, Dave Patch. I think I know who you're talking about. I feel like I've heard his games, but I haven't. I think I know who you're talking about. I would have to look him up again, but yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. He yeah he's not yeah. I feel like I kind of remember him. Yeah, Mark Jones. He's got a lot of crazy sayings and crap. Oh man, let me look through some of these scores. Auspicious, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he says a lot of a lot of stuff that's but I like this fortuitous, yeah, like the fortuitous bounce or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, good to see campaign. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. Like I like seeing like guys like this. Quentin Grimes, VJ Edgecombe, man, se- it has kind of had a good rookie year. Yeah, it's a little turn to the side and all that. There's a few interesting jump shots there, but yeah, there's few interesting jump shots. Um, if I see the name, I'll probably remember. But there's kind of yeah, interesting jumper. Kennedy Chandler. Good to see Kennedy Chandler getting some love. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I mean. Like the dog days of the NBA, where guys get their opportunity. Ace Bailey took 20 shots. Right, Cody Williams has been playing way better. Way, 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 way. I know people want to say he's a bust. He's been playing way better. Look, 19, 14, 7, 23, 15. Like, he's been playing way better basketball as of late. 14 points, 33% from three, 53% from the field. 33% is not great from three, but I mean, he's not, shooting is not really his forte. He's not his brother. Jokic, yeah, his jumper is a little something. Crap. Who do I think deserve? Honestly, I think Jokic deserves MVP. If you want me to be honest with you, I think Jokic deserves it, but I think SGA will probably get it. Uh, McLaughlin playing, Dylan Harper. Look, he gets a start. I still think Dylan Harper is the best rookie, and I think it's by a wide margin. To be honest with you, as good as Cooper Flag and Con Knipple are, if you put this guy on a team like that, he'd be frying. And his shooting's gotten better. Yeah, I don't even think. Yeah, the Lakers not that bad though. I mean, they're not great, but they're not bad. Like I feel like a lot of people just I don't know. They're not happy with the Lakers. I don't know. Lakers get a lot of they get a lot of criticism, but I don't think they're that bad though. But yeah, I just think those other teams are just I just think Jokic's numbers are just out of this world, and SGA's team is just good. Yeah, 11 teams better is tough. I agree. It's just those. Yeah, they just ran away with the. They started so well. It seems like so. It's just tough for anybody else to come. Who's Crawford? Isaiah Crawford. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm happy he's getting some time though. 100%. I think his greatness fatigue is a factor. 100%. Uh, Good to see Drew Smith playing. Uh, they're desensitized to it. 100%. I'm not sure who Gardner is. Yeah, I'm not sure who Gardner is either. But I like seeing these kind of guys who don't play. Man, I think he's in a tough spot. I just don't know if he's like, yeah, he's in a tough spot. I think you, man, I don't know. Like I feel like the media will have to build a case for him, almost like they did with Joel Embiid, where it feels like he's getting robbed. Oh, good to see Houston. Kaminga's been playing well. Let me turn the comment because I can't see. Kaminga, Kaminga's been playing well, but rough game today. Porzingis, a lot of injuries, man. Who's Williams? Nate Williams. I feel like he's been in the league though, but good to see him back playing today. Uh, Good to see him playing today too. Yeah, darn. He has a lung disease, right? And yeah, he might never win it. It's true. He might never like. He's gonna have to. Yeah, his numbers are really good. I almost feel like it's personal. Like it's more personal with him. Evan Mobley, he seems more energized with uh with James Harden there. Yeah, I think the NBA was a little too easy for him to be honest with you. I think it was harder for him playing in Europe. The NBA, there's so much spacing, and he just like he has the ball and he could do whatever he wants. Yeah, like I think for him to win it, like he would have to be on a dominant team, like a team that's like OKC, good. Like if he was on a team like that, I think he could win it. I think if anybody averages 40, 12, and 12, I think they're getting MVP. It's possible. It's possible, but he's really he's like he plays at a methodical pace, you know? Yeah, that usage rate though might be a challenge for him. Good to see Max Struess is back too. Yeah, the usage rate is it might catch up to him. Orlando's not even that bad though. That's not even a bad win. Yeah, Austin Reeves. Yeah, I think as soon as Austin Reeves came back, they just got way better. DeAndre Ayton, this is a decent game for him though. 12 rebounds, just high shooting percentage, just doing the little things. Marcus Smart. Yeah. He played 31 minutes but and took three shots. Uh, Howard. Why didn't well, I guess it was too close. That's why Richardson didn't play. I think Tristan Da Silva is a pretty solid player. Still don't fully understand that team though. Yes, well, Walter Clayton Jr. starting to get a little bit more. Taj Gibson, how old is he? Like 41? 40. Walter Clayton Jr., they list him at 6'4". No way he's 6'4". 6'4"? Is that a typo? There's no way. Is he 6'4"? Dang. No way. Maybe 6'2". Grizzlies just don't have enough. They don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Conka Nipple's been kind of. Feel like he's getting tired. I imagine SGA got to at least 20 points. He had 40 points. But I still think they're gonna have to figure out Williams though. If they could get the other Jalen Williams, I don't think they could win without him though. Will Riley's been playing better. Who's this? Johnson. Oh, Trey Johnson. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they need to be developing him. Sharif Cooper. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Bankero, yeah, I don't understand. I'm not sure what Bankero's role is anymore.
A lot of people like. I feel like people think him and Franz Wagner just can't play together.
I didn't even know Josh Gibson was in the league. Yeah, I feel like people like him because he's been in the league for a really long time. And a lot of these veteran guys don't hang around that long, and he's hung around for a really long time. 24-1. Yeah, but I don't think that. I personally don't know if that'll work in the playoffs though, because I mean I could be wrong, but which of these dudes is gonna go get a bucket in the playoffs? I mean, Jared McCain could score, but I want him coming off screens. Other than AJ Mitchell, like if AJ Mitchell's gonna be your Jalen Williams, that's one thing. But like other than SGA and I'll say okay, AJ Mitchell, which guy is gonna go get me a bucket off the bounce? Like that's what I don't know. Like this is cool in the regular season, but in the playoffs when the game gets slow, because like honestly, I didn't even think OKC was that good in the playoffs last year, especially in the finals. They weren't. They didn't. For how dominant of a team they were, they barely beat Indiana. If 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 man, I'm getting tired. If the point guard, what's my man, the point guard for Indiana? If he didn't get hurt, it could have Indiana could have legitimately won that finals though. Yo, man. Yo, take care. God bless in Jesus' name. I appreciate it. Appreciate J Pop. Appreciate Chauncey. Appreciate Elijah P. I feel like that was it. All right. God bless in Jesus' name. Amen.